Hey, good evening, everyone. I want to see you. How's the energy now? Because it's after lunchtime, right? Hopefully, all of you is awake now, right? Okay. Welcome everyone to be here today with us. I'm Jack. I'm leading the marketing solutions team in Lazada, Malaysia, and it's a great pleasure for us to have all of you today together with us to go through this Google performance maps for Lazada, and also thank you our Google team to host us in this amazing office. Maybe some of you already been here. I mean, this is the first time I've been in this floor, and it's so nice, and the technology is so good as well. Yeah. So why are we here today? I guess most of you should have some sense on why are we here today, or maybe your boss just asked you to come here, like just tell you there's this event here. But it's okay, because after today, I hope all of you can get some insights about what is the new tools that we have and how it can help you to drive your business. So as all of us know, the e-commerce landscape actually evolved very rapidly. We almost see a new thing every few days. And also, in order for us to succeed, we need to keep evolving our technology, keep evolving our tools. And this is why we have this partnership with Google to come up with this tool to actually help you to further success in your e-commerce journey. For Lazada, today we are here not only to introduce a new tools for you all. We are actually here to help you to unlock a growth opportunities for you further. So in Lazada, we always wanted to help you all to grow your store. And for marketing solutions ourselves, we have a comprehensive tools of marketing tools to help you to drive more traffic, drive more awareness, and also by combining with your store conversion lever to help you to drive sales in the end. So a bit of sales pitch now. So we have our own platform tools like Sponsor Map, Sponsor Discovery, Sponsor Display, and I hope all of you are already using it. If not, please try to use it. All these on-platform tools will help you to gain in-app exposure, to get more traffic within the app, also get more impression. And also we have our off-platform tools like Sponsor Affiliate to tap into our affiliate partners, and our latest addition, the Google Performance Maps for Lazada, to help you to tap into audiences in other platforms. So what's the best part about all these tools, right? It's not just about using one tool to help you to success. We actually combine all the on-platform and all off-platform tools together to help you to actually succeed in the journey. So we use the sponsor maps and sponsor display to help you to get more impression, more in-app exposure, and combine with your vouchers, with your good pricing, we convert them into sales. And at the same time, we extend your visibility in other platforms through our partnership with Google, through Google Performance Maps for Lazada. And to further scale up your conversion, we use Sponsor Affiliate to tap into our affiliate partners at a guaranteed ROI. So instead of choosing just one tool, we have a full funnel strategy for you to look into how you can invest more and also further drive your sales. And of course, today I'm not going to go into all these solutions because our main focus today is Google Performance Maps. So if you have any question about all the other solutions, other tools, don't worry, your key account managers will always be there. And you can reach out to me later as well if you want to. Yeah. So here I also want to talk a little bit about the timing. So in e-commerce, in order to success, it's not only about the tools, the strategies you are using. The timing is also very important. So here, there's a very important timing here. So I believe all of you already know, but if you don't know yet, you can take out your phone, open your calendar to try to jot this down. Our next big moment is our upcoming 6/6 mega campaign. Yeah. So this mega campaign will be starting from 8 p.m. 31st of May all the way until end of June. So if you don't know yet, please jot down. Please focus on this campaign. This is our last mega campaign for the first half of the calendar year 2025. And this is also the best chance for you to gain more buyers and also boost your sales for the first half of the calendar year. So today's session actually come at a best time because we are going to have our mega campaign soon. If you haven't explored Google Performance Max for Lazada yet, this is the best time for you to start, to try it, to test it, and later on you can use it during the 6-6 campaign. But if you're already using it and you're already using the other Lazada sponsored solutions, please continue with the momentum and work towards 6-6 campaign. But of course, don't forget about the BAU period as well. So to wrap up, whether it's me, my team, and also all the account managers, I believe the Google team as well, we are always here to help you all to grow your store. We are committed to actually help you in any sense. If you want to know more about the solution, how to actually combine with your store to drive more sales, you can always reach out to your account managers, reach out to us. We will find our way to help you. So before I end, I want to encourage all of you to explore, experiment, and also engage with all the tools available. Try the Google Performance Max, test it, and then grow with it. Thank you again for being here today with us. And next, I will pass to Sam from Google team to go through more about the Google side. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. All right, I'll quickly run everyone through the agenda as well. We just had the intro of Jack. What I will do in the coming 10 minutes is essentially laying out the land, or like giving you a lay of the land on how we're looking at the marketing opportunity from the Google point of view. Then afterwards, I will hand it over to XY, who's our PFM specialist, and will go more to the details of what our PFM solution is, our Performance Max for Lazada solution, who will then hand it over to Giselle, who can really make it very concrete and talk about onboarding. Afterwards, we'll give you some time to ask all the questions. Please don't keep them too difficult. No, just kidding. Like all your difficult questions can come to us as well. And then afterwards, we have a break, and we'll provide some small bites as well. Sounds good? All right. So let me start by taking a step back. Let me start with the consumer. Something we might forget sometimes when we talk about all the solutions in the toolbox and toolkit. Let's start with consumer behavior. As marketeers, and I think we're all marketeers in this room, we're all geared to think about the purchase funnel, right? Awareness, consideration, purchase. That funnel totally makes sense. Sometimes we lock ourselves up a bit because it looks like it's very linear, right? We need to set up our brand budgets for the awareness stage on YouTube. Then we need to wait until they go into consideration stage, and then the consumer is going to purchase on Google search, on Google Shopping. It's all separate budgets. It all happens like in a very linear way. But then in reality, if you think about yourself, about the last purchase you did, it probably looks a bit more complex than that. And what we see from the Google point of view, right, is that the consumer is actually moving through 4 different types of behaviors. They're searching, they're shopping, they're streaming, and they're scrolling. And all of that happens in quite a seamless, and sometimes at the same time. It happens like simultaneously. So to make this very practical, because this might all sound a bit theoretical, I just have a very short video that I want to show for you on people buying a very mundane object like a non-stick pan. I'll just show that example.
Why is my non-stick pan sticking?
High temperatures can damage most non-stick pans. That's why I love this bad boy from our place. This is temperature safe up to 1,000 degrees, and it's virtually indestructible.
I hope this makes things a bit more tangible, right? What we really want to say here is that the consumer is, let me get out of here, that the consumer is, intent can come from multiple places and from multiple applications. Wait, I'm stuck in YouTube here, guys. Get it out of it. Oh, here we are. Okay. Intent can come from multiple places, right? And the consumer is very unpredictable. Like sometimes you can be, when you're watching TV, you're probably scrolling at the same time. So where it starts as a marketeer is to already simply be present on all these different moments, on all these different consumer behaviors. And what we believe is that only Google and YouTube can get you in front of those Malaysian consumers, in front of all these 4 behaviors. So we have streaming, right? With YouTube as the largest streaming provider worldwide, and with YouTube Shorts growing as one of the fastest social media platforms. So we win both on long and short form video. Then in terms of searching, I think everybody's familiar with Google search, but it's also evolving very rapidly, right? What we're seeing is that the type of searches are evolving as well, and we're evolving with it. And then shopping, you can showcase your products on the Google Shopping property. So what is the glue, or what we offer? Our slogan here is, we offer you the opportunity to be where discovery starts and where decisions are made. And the glue that puts it all together is AI. I'm sure you've witnessed already a lot of presentations talking about AI. Everybody has their AI strategy nowadays. To make this, again, like to make this concrete from a Google point of view, right? Like how AI is evolving our products. We're seeing that it's evolving search. So search used to be very transactional. It used to be white t-shirt, like I'm looking for a white t-shirt price or whatever, right? More examples, what we're seeing now is that people are searching in a more natural way. For example, the example here is, I think it's, I have a grass stain on my t-shirt, how to get it off. You talk more to like your search engine, like the way you would talk to a person. So with AI overviews, we answer that question in a way, in a human answer as well. And we provide you an opportunity to be present there as a marketeer. So in this example of a person wanting to get a stain out of their t-shirts, we can offer you an opportunity to buy a detergent, for example. We also see that search is no longer text only. Search can become visual. If you see something on social media that interests you, you can circle to search. And then you will, on your screen, and you will end up on the Google search page. Or you can use your Google Lens. If you see something that you want to buy or something that looks interesting, you can just take a picture of it and go straight to Google, the Google search results. Finally, our generative AI can help you as a marketeer to bring your ideas to life. With a text prompt or with a couple of images, you can create video assets or image assets for your campaign with us. So to wrap it all up, right, like what we try to do at Google every day and what our Performance Max for Marketplace solution is trying to do as well. First of all, we try to bring you in touch with the consumer across all those moments, the ones that I talked about, those 4 moments, those 4 behaviors. Then with Google AI, we really try to drive more value out of those connections and really bring it at the most relevant stage. And finally, this is where it all comes together for you. This is where our ads will drive the best ROI for you. All right. Thanks for hearing me out on this intro. And I'll hand it over now to XY, who will make it more practical. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam. Hi, everyone. My name is XY. I'm the commerce specialist for Southeast Asia. And thank you guys for being here today on an afternoon. I hope you are awake, ready to hear more about Performance Max. My job today is to introduce to you Performance Max for Marketplace alongside with Lazada. So thank you so much for your time. And if you have any questions, we do have 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so at the end for Q&A. You can ask me more questions then. Do not be shy. Feel free to ask, and we will try our best to answer all your questions. So we live in the post-COVID world, and I'm sure all of you have noticed that the online shopping behavior has not stopped. This is a report by Google, Temasek, and Bain in 2020, and we did project the e-commerce GMV for Southeast Asia to continue to grow. Specifically in 2025, we are expecting the GMV for e-commerce in Southeast Asia to be $172 billion, and we are not seeing this trend stopping. So it's going to continue to grow. And we also observe that the purchase frequency has increased. So in 2020, 2019, I think there are a few categories that we tend to see are stronger online, for example, fashion. But today, I think we are seeing essential goods being shopped online in bulks, like your soaps, diapers, etc. So the average basket value has actually dropped slightly since then. And you also notice that more and more small, medium businesses are coming online. They could be setting up their own online e-stores, or they could also be on Lazada Marketplace. And in Malaysia, this is like a snapshot of the Southeast Asia GMV projection. But in Malaysia, we also don't, like I mentioned, we don't expect the e-commerce GMV to drop. In 2024, we actually see a 17% year-on-year increase in GMV e-commerce revenue. And we expect the size to be at $25 billion by 2030. And what this means for you as advertiser, that's what is important, right? Which is that you should continue spending on marketplace, you should continue driving conversions to marketplace, and you should capture this demand. And you should definitely get on board this wave. If not, you are losing out in terms of like the growth here. And this is where Google come in. I think Sam did touch upon, how we have YouTube, we have Google, and we are really well positioned to be able to connect to your consumers and help you to connect to them. When a consumer search on YouTube, we have Google Search, we have Google Shopping Ads, you could showcase your products. And we are also able to help you to reach customers when they are on YouTube, when they are browsing pages, when they are playing games, and help you to show up in these moments of intent. So the main gist as an advertiser, it's to be where your customer is searching and purchasing. If you're not there, you are not visible. And this is why we have Performance Max for Marketplace, and it's a collaboration between Lazada and us to be able to help you to grow your business. There are three main call outs, I would say, for this specific partnership. Number one, we can help you to drive incremental sales online that's beyond what you are driving on Lazada Marketplace today. Secondly, we can help you to achieve efficient ROAS. How, you might ask? When you run a PFM campaign, you can set a target ROAS, or you can maximize your ROAS. And in that way, you can ensure that your brand remains profitable. And thirdly, because of the wide reach we have on Google, across Google Search, across Google YouTube, you are able to reach a lot of people, a lot of shoppers, and it helps you to build awareness and increase your reach. The beauty about PFM is that it runs across almost all of Google's inventory. So you really get the best of Google in a single campaign type. And this is how it works. A user will click on a Google ad. They will complete the purchase on Lazada, whether it's app or website. And then what Lazada will do is to share back this post-click conversion data to Google for reporting and optimization. So what this means is that when you run a PFM campaign, you are actually using your actual Lazada conversions to optimize. And the number you see there in terms of conversion is actual Lazada conversions. So without PFM, you cannot do that. Some of you might have brand.com. You can run, your regular Performance Max, driving to your own brand.com, driving to your e-store, but before today, you could never drive conversions on Marketplace. But with Performance Max for Marketplace today, you can, and you can leverage the good signals from both Google and Lazada. So I kind of touched upon this already, but Performance Max for Marketplace is essentially a goal-based campaign. It's meant to drive conversions But like I mentioned, of course, because we run across a wide variety of inventory, so you do enjoy a lot of reach as well. It also uses smart bidding. What it means is that you could use your time to strategize for your business instead of, doing the nitty-gritty campaign optimization, bid optimization, and things like that. And most importantly, it's you are using Lazada data to optimize your campaign. That's valuable first-party data. This is basically what I've been saying all day. We run across the best of Google inventory. This one campaign type probably covers like all of Google inventory. So if you just want like a quick and easy campaign type to get started, PFM is the campaign to go for. And PFM, as Sam has mentioned, is driven by AI. Even the best AI require quality signals. Let me just give you an example. For example, let's say, let's meet at Kinabalu room 1 hour later, versus me telling you, let's meet at Kinabalu room 1 hour later. It's at floor 20, right next to the reception. Which instruction do you think is better or helps you to get there faster? The second, right? Yeah, who will want the first instruction? I could take like 1 hour to get there. And this is exactly why we need signals. If you give us signals, we can help you to find a customer you want faster, quicker, more accurate. So I think there are a few levers, I'm sure. There are a few levers you can leverage for PFM, mainly 3 important ones. If you forget everything I said, just remember these 3 things. 1, you need to set a conversion goal, a clear conversion goal. In most cases, it will be a purchase conversion goal, unless you have other objectives. Secondly, it's audiences. So if you give us quality audiences, we will be able to reach the audience that you want, again, quicker, faster, more accurate. Lastly, it's creatives. So because we are running Performance Max for Marketplace, you would be able to enjoy Lazada feeds. By Lazada feeds, I meant the actual SKUs you're running in your Lazada store. So on top of Lazada feeds, you should also add in like creatives to be able to maximize your PFM or Performance Max for Marketplace campaigns. So just now I spoke about audience signals and I spoke about why it's so important, right? With the analogy of going to room Kinabalu. There are a few things to take note for audiences and a few key points. There are 2 things you need to do. One is you need to include search teams. So these are just like search terms that are relevant for your business. Secondly, is audience signals. It'd be best if you can give us like first-party data. I know not everyone has first-party data. If you don't have, you could also use YouTube remarketing audience, or you could also use Google audiences. And I have a bonus tip for you. And this is, again, unique to us. We have this thing called Google Engaged Audience. So basically, it's just an audience that we create for you after about a week or so when you first start your campaign. It's basically audiences that has interacted with the campaigns in your account. So think of it like a remarketing audience. So you'll be able to see this audience show up after you kick off your campaign. And then in the worst case scenario where you don't have any first-party audience, you don't have any YouTube remarketing audience, you then can use these Google Engaged Audience. And last but not least, I talked about creative. So of course, you can enjoy the Lazada feeds that is provided to you as part of PFM, but you can also include like creatives on your own. Try to maximize your ad strength here. Try to make it excellent if you can. But I do understand that not a lot of you might have like, so many images, like 20 images. There are tools on the platform that you can use to social crawl, or you crawl your web page to be able to help you get more creative. So if you need that, you could also use the on-platform tools. If not, you could also work with your agencies or work with your creative team to generate these assets. But as much as possible, please try. And if not, using the feeds would work as well. All right. I will pass the time to Lazada, who will bring you through the best practice for onboarding and setup. And then again, we have time for Q&A. So if you have any questions, write it down. I'll be there to answer in a while. All right, Giselle.
So thank you, Sing, for the great sharing. So hi everyone, I'm Giselle from Lazada Marketing Solution. So we just heard about how Google and Lazada can actually work together to drive sales for your business. So now I'll walk you through about the onboarding process of Performance Max on Lazada. Okay, so you don't have to like memorize everything here because we will send you this deck after today's session. So first, you will need to log into your Lazada Sales Center. So if you're eligible for this Performance Max solution, you will see Google Ads listed under Off-Platform Tools here. So you will just need to log in your Google account, and that account will be linked to your campaign. So from there, you will just need to click in and sign in with a Google account. So one thing to highlight here is that the Google Ads account must be a new and dedicated account that only used for Performance Max on Lazada. So there are two ways to link your Google Ads account. So first is to create a new ad account. Second one is to use your existing Google Ads account. So the first option, which is create new ads account, is the one we most recommended because it's very fast, easy, and everything is already integrated. So once you click create new account in Lazada Sales Center, the invitation will be sent to your Gmail. So you just need to fill it up, all those basic payment information, then your account will be ready in minutes. So next, if you want to use your existing Google Ads account to onboard with us, no problem, but you need to make sure your Gmail that you register have the admin access. So if you do not have the admin access, when you use your existing account to log in, right, you wouldn't see the Google account listed here. Yeah. So the first option is actually the most recommended one. So next, moving on to the Google Ads account connection. So after you do all this onboarding, right, you want to make sure whether your account is connected properly or not. So there are 3 verification steps that you can look into. The first one is My Client Center MCC. So if you see the seller account -my is listed here, meaning your Google Ads account is already connected with Lazada. So the second one is GMC, Google Merchant Center. So this one is actually to make sure your Lazada catalog is connected to Google. So if you see advertising partner and also GMC listed here, yeah, everything is connected properly. So the third one, the final verification step is final URL suffix. So this is actually where you got to track your campaign performance in Lazada Sales Center. So when you run the campaign, right, you can actually monitor the performance in our Lazada Sales Center by clicking into external traffic campaign. So yeah, I think so far so good, right, everyone? Yeah. Okay. So so after all of this is in place, your status in Lazada Sales Center will show ready to use. So if you see invitation not accepted, then you just follow the message that telling you what's missing. So you just fill up the setup. So, and in case you connected the wrong account by accident, you can still onboard more account here in Lazada Sales Center. All right, so once your account is ready, then now you are good to go to create your first campaign with us. So first, this one you can directly do it in Google Ads Manager. So let's start by creating your campaign objective. So first, when you create campaign, you can choose your objective, right? So we recommend you to select sales. So, and if everything is set up correctly, you will see your Google Ads account and Merchant Center account listed here. So if you don't see it, you just go back to the 3 verification step to see which step you are missing. So step 2, conversion goal. So for your information, Lazada share 2 types of conversion data to you, which is purchase and add to cart. So for campaign optimization, we recommend choosing purchase reported by partner as your primary goal. This is actually to give Google AI to a more actionable signal to drive the sales. Okay, so next, this is the most important one. So when you're just starting out your new campaign, right, we suggest not to set a target ROAS too early, because it will, like, if there's no conversion history yet, setting a high target ROAS can actually limit your performance. So it will give the system less flexibility to learn. So instead, let the campaign run freely at first using conversion and also conversion value. So once your campaign start performing, then you can slowly roll out your ROAS goal. Okay, let's move on to campaign setting. So sorry. Okay, so when you scroll down to the more setting, right, you will see like ad schedule and campaign URL and more. And one important thing here is please do not change the final URL suffix that's stated here, because the final URL suffix is auto set in account level. So if you add any extra link here, it will interrupt the tracking, so you wouldn't see the conversion data and performance tracking in Lazada Sales Center. Yeah, so just remain it as usual. So you can also set a set group, which is basically where you define what product and what creative that you are going to use for your campaigns. So by default, all active product in Lazada Sales Center will be reflected here. But if you want to promote just a few products, you can also choose from here. And also for even better performance, especially on YouTube and display, you can also upload some images or video for better performance. Okay, so this one, the most important one, your budget. So a common issue that we see lately, it's especially for your new campaigns, right? Many of the campaign owners set the budgets too low. So when you are just launching, this can really hold your performance back, because a very limited budget can like very limit the performance. So what is the best approach is that you can actually follow Google recommended budget calculated based on your campaign setup. Or if you want to go for a customized budget, we will recommend you to set a $30 per day. Yeah. So, okay. So if everything is good, right, you just click publish and your campaign is live. So once your campaign is live, like what I said just now, you can monitor your performance in two places. One is Google, another one is Lazada Sales Center. So in Lazada Sales Center, you will find, if you're familiar with this interface, you will find your campaign performance report under external traffic campaign report. And from there, you can filter by channel Google Performance Max. So there's something I want to highlight here is that, like, many people asking why the conversion numbers between Google and Lazada have a very huge difference. So here's the difference. Google is using 30-day click-through attribution model, which means if a shopper, they click your ad and convert within 30 days, it gets counted even if they came back later through another channel. Whereas for Lazada, we are using 14-day last touch model across all the channel. So only the final click get the credit. So one is focused on who started the journey, and the other one is started who closed the deal. So it's very normal if you find the number is slightly off. I mean, the conversion number is slightly off. Is very normal. So our recommendation is actually to look at both report, both Google and Lazada report, to have a complete picture of how your campaign performing. So yeah, that's it. And you now have everything you need to start your campaign and get your account ready.